Okay, grade 12s, let's have a quick look. So they tell us it's a gear drive. Okay, exploded isometric. So again, given an isometric, not a front view. Then answer sheet 4, standard scale 1 to 1. Then they say they've given you center line Q and R, or given points Q and R, not center. Okay, so that's on part C. So if we have a look here, there's R, there's Q. Okay, draw the outside front view. Okay, then draw a full sectional top view, cutting plane AA, show the gear shaft part C and part D. So part D and part C. Oopsie. A, B, there we go, part C. Okay. Only one M12 showing 2 faces and show 3 faces of the hexagonal nut. Show the hidden detail of the diameter 12 holes of part A in the front view. So only that. So we're not going to show it here. Okay. Draw all the center lines, cutting plane, insert 2 dimensions on the front view, print the title and scale. Okay, nice and simple. So we're going to start off with 51, 5, and 28. So I'm coming down here. See, my rule is just moved. Okay, so again, on there I'm going to do my measurements. So 51, and then there is a 5, and the last measurement was 28. Okay. They tell me that that part is 50, so that's 25, 25. Okay, I'm going to leave those light because I've got the bolt that's going to come in there. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come and put this in here. So PCD 72, diameter 80. So 40. Radius 40, of course, would then give me diameter 80. Okay, then radius 72. Or diameter 72, the PCD, so that's 36. And this is a chained line. Okay. They then tell me, so what I've basically drawn is the outside of that and the PCD. Now, if we look at my drawing, my 2 parts come together, my 2 gears. So here, PCD 42 and diameter 50. So your gears mesh. Okay. Also over here they tell you 57. So from there 57, which should be the same as where your PCD 42 is. Half of 42 is 21. So 21 and 42, and that gap there should be 57. Okay, I'm going to just put in a PCD. Okay, and then the bigger circle was, of course, diameter 50, which is radius 25. Excuse me. Okay. They then tell me that it's 15 up. So over here I'm going to measure 15 up. Have a light line through it. Sorry, it was just a millimeter off. Okay. And then from here they tell me 26, 26, 14, and 20. And that whole thing is 177. Okay. So just checking here quickly, I need 60 and 20. So there's my 60. And there's my 20. Okay. And they tell me from my 15 up, so ideally, just to show you, we've gone and done that bit there. So that's what we've got there. I'm going to extend that down, darken that bottom piece, and we're now going to put this piece onto it. So they tell me it is 12 up. Center line, and they tell me that that is an M12, so 6 and 6. Okay. So this side it was 28. And from your 28, 15 and 17. And this hole again was an M12 hole, so 6. Okay. Now, did I measure my 26? Did I bring my 26 line up? No, that was this line here. Okay, and they asked me just for the hidden detail in part A. Okay, nicely done there. Just want to neaten this up here, just some of my construction lines out the way. Okay, I'm going to put my M12 in there. So we have a look. Here's my M12. So they tell me that it's 8. And M12. Now, even though I've used a stencil, please put in your center lines. Now, remember, certain papers allow you to use stencils, certain papers don't. It's still very important that you put your center lines in. Now, just going to put in my cutting plane. Almost put the cutting plane on the wrong place. Yeah, they want it 2 dimensions. So my 2 dimensions will be 20 and 60. Okay. Now I can come along onto this one, and we can start positioning everything again. Okay, so we've got my shaft, we're going to have my bolt here, and going forward like that, we're going to have my second gear, and taking on from there. So I'm going to first put in my bearing, which they tell me is 20, so that's that one. So I'll just highlight. We're putting in these. Okay, I'm going to put my one bearing in here, and then my second bearing will go up there. Okay, and they've also got your cutting plane there, cutting plane there. So you can see here with your cutting planes, just to add on, they tell you how to put it, so that's quite easy, quite helpful, telling you how it goes and so forth. So from here, I've just measured up 30, which is this portion here. So you can see that's where my 2 bearings are going to go. Tell you it's 40. 20.
So maybe put an 8 core from...
They tell you it's 10.
One in that corner facing this direction. One in that corner facing this direction. So I cross it. And then I've got the 2 door contacts. So 8 core van die keypad af, né? 8 core. Dan bring jy jou door contact van hom af en jy kry jou passive se ander so jy gebruik 4 vir die keypad. Jy gebruik 2 vir die door contact.
And that there's my basically my bearings.
Die passive. Ja, en dan tap jy net die power af op die van die keypad af. So is 8 core voor die soort van as jy pan op die voorsit. Ja, daar op die so dan net so. Ek gaan net daar ja, Sarah alles van ons kyk Sarah net so op die ceiling sodat hy pad uit is. Maar glo nie sien.
Okay, as you can see, my nice little bearings. Going to put in my circles, so they tell me 15.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like a model. They can draw me if they want. Model? No, let's not say model. I think that one's going to be too far.
Okay, so again, just my center lines. Please remember, basically just drawing that. I'm going to go put in my 12s there. Now if you have a look here, you've got your solid 12. Or you've got your 2 circles, your solid one and your broken one to show your thread. that in there nicely. Now, I'm going to extend my center line through here. So I'm going to first off start off just with a construction line. So I'm going to put this in. So again here they tell you that that is 30. Okay. Now remember, this is 35. So you've got that little piece there, that's 5. Then you're going to have this part here. So that part is going to come through the bottom here, basically. And they tell me it's 80, 40, 40. Wait, they told me. I want that 40 as well. So that is 20 and 20. You see that? Okay, and this is an M20, so I'm going to just 45 degrees, and my thread is 2 millimeters, if you remember. So I'm going to bring my 2 millimeter line, and then from here, 45, 45, and that goes all the way through to my bottom. You tell me this part is 17. So on that 20 line, I'm going to measure up. 17. Light line. Close it off. Okay, they tell me where's my washer. It's 3 mils, 40 and 20, which I've got. So I'm going to quickly put that in. 3 mils. Again, I go and do all the easy stuff. That gets me easy, quick marks. Now, remember 35, 30, we've also got this 10. So from here I'm going to measure up 10. Dark line. I will come and erase all my construction there because I don't need everything there. Okay. When I put these in, so they tell me 64, and then I've got these two sections here. So if I come here, so diameter 64 is 32 and 32. I'm going to just bring earlier on, I'd measured my 80. That gap should be 8. So 4, and that will be a center line. So I have my little center lines going there. Okay, so those center lines are those parts. That part fits straight over, remember? So I can now go 50 and 34. So if I come here, 34, 50. And again, that should be 8. Middle is 4, and again my center line. Okay, going nicely along here. They tell me that height is 30, so I can quickly go and do my 30 height. Okay, so it's up to that height there, and they tell me that it's 18, so 9 and 9, 9, 9. Bring those lines up nicely. Okay. Just erasing my extra construction lines. Have those coming through like that. Oh, I might have to, because I've got that little, when I put this part in here, so diameter 13, or radius 13, radius 7, radius 9. I've already got the 9 for my 18 there, so I need to go radius 13 and radius 17. 13, 17. From there to there is 5.
Ja, ja, kan net lukt met kabel direct hardloop. Want it's up to you guys. You can run that one straight today. Let the series up. Or bring it today, it's up to you.
I don't know if we can have enough focal time.
No, I've got this.
Oh yeah, I gave you
Yeah. So I think you can run it and you can just lift up.
Just double checking everything here.
Run it straight to you, straight to time. Yeah. You use a focal there, focal
You
there.
can just use it, the 6 cord. You have the 6 cord, yeah. Okay, bring the 6 cord. You can use the 6 cord for the keypad and that.
It's got a job, we do it.
Then you can bring that low contact straight.
And you can now go and put the bolt in. So it's 10 mils.
What am I, 6 quarter?
Okay, so
Papa, what are you planning to cut with this?
Yeah, that's pretty.
What do you think? So, begin hier zo, hè.
M20.
kry jou stukkies, maak jy hierso, maak jy die klein spot oop. Wat ook die papier. Ja, maar vir hom ja, los hom maar net so. Ja, dat is skep, anders gaan hy dit ons pad.
Again, I've used the stencil, but I still need construction lines. Okay, still my construction lines, and now let's go and hatch. That nicely hatched like that. Let's come and hatch here. Let's go here, nice 5 roll. Ja, jy kan dit skuif. Dankie. Second, did I forget to measure these? That's the 32. Ah, I did. Checking both sides. double checking. Where else? Yeah, that does look pretty much like it. I've got. Berries. Just want to neaten up some of these. And what was it? It was a gear drive.